Yeah, but like, I don't know what we should do for our next video, you know?
I know, I feel like I can't come up with a good idea. Who's that?
No one else is home.
Hi, my name is Kenna. I'm going to Universal for one day. Which park should I go to? Studios or Islands?
That's actually a really good question.
Yeah. How did you get into our house?
Don't worry, I'm your biggest fan.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Well, I guess we have a new video to make, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Florida Man! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Florida Man YouTube channel.
Please watch your step.
My name is Jaden.
And I'm Trevor.
The moving walkway exit is approaching. Please watch your step.
We are here at a very sunny and exciting Universal to answer a very important question that many of you, and I mean many of you, have had for a while.
And that question is, if you have one day to go to Universal, should you go to Islands or Studios, or should you go to both?
But before we answer any of these questions, we have to get our soda.
So let's say you're planning your trip and you have one day to come to Universal. You have three options. You can go to Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, or you can pay extra for the park hopper. To give you some idea on the prices, a one-day ticket here at Universal is $109 versus the park hopper, which is $164. With the park hopper, you're able to visit both parks. You're also able to use the Hogwarts Express, which transfers you from Diagon Alley over to Hogsmeade.
Or vice versa. So if you want to spend the extra money, honestly, it's worth, in our opinion, to just get the park hopper and go to both parks. You can ride all the rides that you want to and skip ones that you don't. You can see both Harry Potter lands to see the theming and everything like that. And it also just allows you to see both parks. But if you don't want to spend the extra money for the park hopper, we are going to help you make the decision on which park you should go to for that one day.
But let's head into Universal Studios and start breaking down the park.
So we're going to use 3 different categories to break down each park. It's going to be diversity of attractions, food, and lastly, theming. In terms of shows, Universal Studios absolutely blows Islands out of the water completely. They have Jason Bourne, Monster Horror Makeup Show, Animal Actors, Fear Factor when it's open, and they also have the Shrek Show. Universal, other than just scattered around things that they call shows, literally doesn't have anything.
An example of one of the scattered around shows would be the presentation they have in front of Hogwarts. Islands would typically have Poseidon's Fury, but unfortunately it is closed because of COVID. However, since all these restrictions are being lifted, I think it's going to be coming back very soon. Universal Studios is also fantastic for kids because they have a variety of rides and shows that could cater to them. The shows would include Minions, Shrek, Jimmy Fallon, and the new DreamWorks show.
Now, as far as actual rides go, kids can do the Woody the Woodpecker roller coaster here, E.T., Men in Black, and The Simpsons, and also the little ride outside of The Simpsons.
If you're older than 5, Studios has some rides for you, including Rip Ride Rocket, Mummy, Gringotts, as well as the fan favorite, critically acclaimed Fast and Furious Supercharged. As you can see, Studios has a ton of attractions that caters to everyone in the family. Now let's jump over to Islands and see what they have to offer.
Are we live? So here we are at Islands of Adventure. Dr. Seuss has some great rides for kids, such as that Sky Ride. They also have the Dr. Seuss, please, sir, please back away. They also have the Dr. Seuss ride. Wait a minute, I'm getting something. You want them to subscribe to our channel? You heard it here first, folks. Subscribe to our channel.
As Jaden kindly said, Dr. Seuss Land is really great for kids. They have a few rides that cater to the younger ages. However, the rest of the park really does cater to teenagers and adults.
So here at Islands, they have this ride, and this, and this one, and that 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 one, and that's it. So we are now going to move on to our second category, which is food over here at Universal Studios. Jaden, you're supposed to put food right here, please. Thank you.
Both parks have a variety of quick service that has a little bit of everything. However, the main difference is the sit-down restaurants. Over here at Studios, they have Finnegan's, which is this Irish-themed pub. Finnegan's is a fan favorite here at Universal Studios. However, the Florida men have yet to go there. Hopefully one day soon. I would like to say though that Universal Studios has one of the best quick services in any theme park that I know, and it is Monster Cafe. Monster Cafe is themed after Universal classic monsters. So inside they have different pops from Creature of the Black Lagoon all the way to Dracula. It's a really, really cool restaurant. In fact, it reminds me of Sci-Fi over at Hollywood Studios.
So here at Islands of Adventure, they have this sit-down restaurant called Mythos, and according to them, it's the top-rated amusement park slash theme park restaurant. And me and Trevor are eating here, and we're gonna see how the food holds up. So we got the spinach dip, and they put a little bit too much vegetables in the spinach dip. So it's good, but if there were less vegetables, then it would be better. I got this like grilled cheese thing, right? With like tomato soup, and it was pretty good. It was actually very good. The one complaint is though I have is that I'm still hungry, and when the dude came over and said, "Hey, do you have room for dessert?" I lied to his face. All right, Trevor, what do you think?
We should have went to Wendy's.
My overall rating of this restaurant, it's like a 7 or 8 out of 10. It was really good. And the last category for the two parks would be theming, and we're gonna start it off at Islands because Islands does a great job with theming.
Fun fact about Islands of Adventure is that when Animal Kingdom opened, they were supposed to have a land called Beastly Kingdom. However, that land was scrapped, so all the Imagineers who was going to work on Beastly Kingdom came over here and did Islands of Adventure. You can even notice that when you come into Islands, it almost has a Disney quality theming. Additionally, every single part of the park is themed amazingly. Dr. Seuss Land looks great, Hogwarts looks amazing, Jurassic Park looks like Jurassic Park. The entire park is themed to perfection. Here at Studios, the theming is okay. When you come into the park, it kind of looks like 1950s Hollywood, but then they have a really cool New York section. But there's some parts that looks like you're walking in an alley with these blank big buildings.
Yeah, I've drank so much liquid in the past hour that it's enough liquid for me to talk about.
However, I think that the best land in here is Diagon Alley, and honestly, I'll just let it speak for itself.
So we are going to do our conclusion right here.
In summary, both Studios and Islands are great parks that have a variety of rides and shows. Studios, however, caters more towards kids and younger audiences, while Islands caters more towards teenagers and adults.
So in our opinion, if it were between the two, you should come to Islands. Overall, the theming and the rides are just better in my opinion. I mean, they have Velocicoaster here, they have Hagrid's here, which I think is great. Really, you're looking at Mummy and Gringotts and Rip Ride Rocket, which isn't even, I mean, that good of a ride.
If you were coming here for a full day, Islands just has a better vibe to it. There's so much more to do. The food options are really, really good. The theming is fantastic. And if you want to get the most bang for your buck, definitely come to Islands. Additionally, Islands has 2 of the newest Universal rides.
And like we said before, if you can do Park Hopper or you want to do it, definitely do it over this. But if it was between the two, I'd say Islands. So in conclusion, we hope that we help you guys make the decision. Again, this is just our opinion. Get back here, we're doing the outro. So we will see you guys in the next video. We want to thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hello everyone,
Please.
and welcome back to the Florida Men YouTube channel. My name
The moving walkway exit is approaching. Please.
is Jaden.